Resort hopping at Walt Disney World is one of the most underrated activities that you can do. And the best part, you don't even need to have a ticket or a hotel reservation to do it. Anyone can visit the resorts. It's so much fun to ride the monorail around the Seven Seas Lagoon, and that's what we're about to do. But first, we're going to ride a boat over to the Polynesian Village Resort. This boat goes back and forth between the Polynesian and Magic Kingdom, which is one of the 4 stops on the monorail loop. Pictured here is the Grand Floridian, which is one of the stops we will make later in this video. We love the Polynesian. Staying here is a bit much for someone in our tax bracket, but we still make it a point to visit here whenever we come here. So now we are visiting the Polynesian. We're not staying here. We have breakfast reservations. Our reservation was for the Kona Cafe, which we did a video review of, and I'll leave a link in the description for you. I'll say this much though, the Kona Cafe was one of the few must-do things on our to-do list. One cool thing happened to us on this day. We actually had the opportunity to tour the Bora Bungalows, which is #1 on our wish list for hotels to stay at here at Disney World. Even better, they let us take video of our tour. For me, this was definitely the highlight of this day, and it's a testament to the fact that you can't plan out every minute of your trip. If you have a busy itinerary, there won't be any wiggle room for unplanned things like this to happen. Check this out. It's a hot tub with a view. How cool is that? The fact that you can see the castle, and therefore you can see the fireworks at night, makes this an even more appealing spot to spend a night. We were grateful for Eduardo, who gave us a very informative, no-pressure tour. If you plan on visiting Disney World on any kind of regular basis, the Vacation Club could be a good thing. Maybe one day we'll consider it for ourselves. So thank you, Eduardo. That was an awesome tour and sales pitch. No pressure whatsoever. And we got to see the bungalows without staying there. That was so cool! Like I said, we're pretty much against having an itinerary, especially at Disney World. It's one thing to have a list of things that you want to do, but if you try to plan out your entire day, you'll miss out on spontaneous things like this. Anyway, the pool area here looked really cool, but it's only for hotel guests. Let me say this, we love the monorail. If you're staying at any of the best resorts, you'll be spending a lot of time on this thing. Here's the construction site for some new villas that they're building here. Also, because of the construction, they closed the walking path between here and Magic Kingdom. And now we are at the Grand Floridian. Remember what I said about not being in the right tax bracket for the Polynesian? Well, that goes double for this place. This is the part of Disney that panders to the wealthy. I try not to let that flavor my impression of the place too much, so having personally visited it, I can tell you that it does have its charm. Look, even Chip and Dale had to put on a suit and tie to be here. Hello, Clarice. No, Hannibal Lecter didn't say that, but Chip and Dale did. Poor chipmunks. Clarice was playing my boys like a couple of fine instruments. It's cool to get to visit the Grand Floridian because the chances of us ever staying here are pretty low. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it. There's just like literally 10 other resorts that we'd rather stay at for different reasons. All of them less expensive than this place. It's brilliant that Disney has so many hotels, all of them unique in their own way, because even if you somehow manage to do everything that you want to at the parks, a Herculean task if there ever was one, there's still 22 Disney-owned resorts on the property, and each one of them is a unique experience. Here's something else that we also want to do, a Disney cruise. So having visited this resort, it's not quite as stuffy as I'd envisioned it. Still, like I said, it's pretty low on our list of resorts to stay at. If it wasn't on the Monorail loop and so close to Magic Kingdom, it would probably be dead last on our list. Speaking of which, the next stop is Magic Kingdom, but unfortunately, no ticket. So, that makes our next stop the Contemporary Resort. The neat thing about the Contemporary is that the monorail goes right through the building and actually stops in the lobby. As opposed to the previous resort, this one is pretty high on our list. This place is super cool. For the most part, the merch is pretty similar in all of the gift shops. Disney does do a good job of spreading it out and offering exclusives at some of the stores though, such as this Chef Mickey merch exclusive to the Contemporary because they have Chef Mickey's, which is one of the most popular character meals at Walt Disney World. This was the main activity for our non-park day at Disney World. Like I said, it's a great thing to do and it doesn't cost anything. You still get all of the Disney theming and you get to ride the monorail. And if you like this video, check out this one next.